Hello, welcome to the channel. This is Genius reporting from Waterlooville Police Station. Just want to talk to you about the situation that occurred the other day. One of my viewers, who happens to live in the local area, was out exercising. He has COPD, emphysema of the lungs, as well as a very bad back and legs. He was stopped by a COVID marshal up in the town centre for sitting on a bench and having a break for 5 minutes. If the guy moves too much and breathes too much, he will pass out. He's lost 5 stone in weight over the course of the last 7 months to help his health. And as per the rules and regulations, he was out having some exercise. Look at the state of that police station. Where is all of our tax funds going to? It's an absolute joke. So, the point is he was told repeatedly, move on or you will be arrested. So he moved on. Now last night I finished a 12-hour shift, heading home. I thought we'd stop and we'd have a little goosey up at Mick's Burger Bar, maybe get something to eat for dinner. I pulled in, I thought forget it. There was 100 to 150 people stood there toe to toe. No police officer in sight, no social distancing, no masks, no nothing. And this really puzzled me. So I thought I'd call 101. It's not an emergency. Yes, it is in relation to COVID, so you should report it all online. However, this is due to a situation that had already occurred, so it's quite appropriate for me to dial straight through to 101 on the general inquiry line. And do that, they answer, good afternoon, how can we help? Yeah, I wonder if you can help me. I've got a bit of a puzzling situation on my hands. I could do with some advice. Well, what's that? How can we help? Well, can you explain to me why my brother was treated in this manner, who's very ill, who is exempt, who wears a lanyard? Why was he treated like this? Unfortunately, you get no answers. How do I know this? Because after explaining the situation, they simply hung up the telephone. Now, this is just one situation where the police are deliberately making themselves an enemy of the people. Okay? We have to remember that all of these regulations, etc., they are all guidelines. I personally believe in the virus. I've got a poorly wife who I need to protect, so I will always wear the suitable clothing, etc. So we've just done a full circle of the police station. What we're going to do now is see if we've got any COVID marshals up in the town centre. So let's have a look. Unfortunately, this is a situation that keeps occurring. I'll give you another example, which was myself. I was in a local corner shop, just going back a month, 6 weeks ago, something like that. I saw the shop was empty. I didn't have my mask on me at the time. I wouldn't normally take risks, but as the shop was empty, I decided to go in just to grab a quick beverage. I did that. I then come back out, went up to the till. Geezer stood there right in my face. I said, listen mate, 2 metres distancing, etc. No, not interested. Ended up pulling out a knife, threatened me with that, blah blah blah. Long story short, I got threatened with a glass and a knife. I had to sort the situation out, which I was more than capable of doing. Rang the police. Well, if nobody's not hurt, then we're not coming out. Yet they seem to have the funds, the time and the dedication to interrupt people's daily lives when they're going out with illnesses, having a bit of exercise to better themselves, and they're being told, no, go or you will be arrested. Now, this is Sunday at Waterlooville today. There don't seem to be any marshals about that I can see. However, we will have a complete wander, and then we'll go back to the station. Lovely Waterlooville on a Sunday. very quiet. Now consists of betting shops, newsagents and takeaways, and of course the old English favourite, charity shops. So there appears to be no marshals in force today. There's the bank. Like I say, we've got noodle bars, travel agents shut down, gentlemen's salon, but you can't go in there and get a haircut. So right at the Waterlooville here, and no marshals as of yet. So we've got the Denmead Queen coming up on the left. Many a good breakfast in there in the morning, but not recently. In fact, not for a number of years now, actually. Tail end of 2019 I went in there. Great pub. What a shame. But we have all got to keep safe. Now, I'm not on this channel saying that everybody needs to believe what I believe or anything like that. Far from it. I believe in the virus. I believe we should all take precautions. But what I certainly believe in is our fundamental human fucking rights. And when people are abusing other people, that was abuse which my viewer received. And it's disgusting, okay? Now, if there's a slightly right-leaning tweet sent out on Twitter, the police will be at your door caving it in. We're now in a situation where, if they choose to, they can come and smash your door in, on the say-so of neighbours. This is why I've been compelled to write this. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm putting this out there, not as a threat, but as a promise. Now, I adhere to all COVID rules, etc. But I'm telling you now, if the police think they're going to come into my house without a warrant, without there being a crime suspected, okay, then I shall defend myself, yeah? As I'm sure anybody else would, if I was to come crashing through your door when you have committed no crime, no lawful crime, it's a blatant breach of your right to a private life under the human rights. And it has got to stop. I'm actually really disappointed there's no COVID marshals out here today. It would have been lovely to have had a little chat with them and see what they had to say. But unfortunately, there's no one here. You know, it's a joke. Why is it, you know, alright for this chap to be out exercising today? No fucking problem, look. Several people have an arrest here. Why is it alright on a Sunday but not on a Saturday? Can somebody tell me that? How does that work? You know, if you need to be enforcing these rules and regulations, then you need to be out here every day doing it. Not 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. And of all the interactions that I have seen involving the police regarding all of this, it certainly seems to me that they go for the easy catch. By that I mean vulnerable disabled people like my viewer, or young women, children, girls, old men. They never seem to go for a person who's most likely to put up a bit of resistance, you know, and I wonder if that's because, well, we'll get our quota, who cares? Who cares what they say, what they do? You doing some stunts, lads? You doing some stunts? Do you want to be on my channel? Oh, you want to be on our channel? Yeah, too right, come on, let's be on each other's channel. What's your names, lads?
That's George.
How you doing?
Good, mate. What's your name?
I'm Genius, known as Genius.
Genius.
Nice to meet you, mate.
And yourself, mate?
Very good, thank you.
Doing some stunts.
Let's watch these stunts.
Oh, mate. Oh, perfect.
No COVID marshals disrupting your activities today. Thank God for that. Check that out.
Woo!
Spot on, mate.
Spot on.
Pucker. You going to do something, mate?
Oh,
come on. We've got 25,000 subscribers here.
How many?
25,000.
What do you do?
Just photography, stuff like that. Matt, I've started up since all this COVID stuff's been going on.
Sick. What a?
Not because I'm against COVID or anything like that.
Yeah.
I believe it's a disease, all the rest of it.
Yeah.
But I'm sick of the double standards.
Yeah.
You walk up there now, there's people sat down, chilling, doing whatever,
Yeah.
right? 3 days ago, my brother, who's got emphysema and COPD, was doing his exercise. He's done as best he can for himself. He's lost 7 stone in 5 months, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's out having exercise. He's had to sit down because he's out of breath.
Yeah.
COVID marshals, police have all come up. They said, listen, move on or you're being nicked. He said, hang on, I'm exempt. I've got COPD. If I move on now, I'm probably going to keel over, you know? No, you go. That night, I'm coming home from work. I drove past Mick's Burger Bar. 100 people, toe to toe. No mask, no nothing.
It's just crazy out there, isn't it? It's always heat.
Yeah.
It's just insane. Absolutely.
I rang the law,
Yeah.
told them what had happened. Do you know what they did? Bomp, hung straight up.
Yeah.
Nothing, not even a word was whispered.
Yeah. That's it.
It's disgusting,
What?
you know?
Yeah.
I'm all up for all of us. We've got to keep safe, do you know what I mean? But
Yeah. That's right.
we've got to stop this erosion of your civil liberties. I mean, who the fuck says when you can and can't have a rest? I mean, tell me that.
Yeah.
My mother used to tell me that when I was 3. I think she stopped when I was 4, you know what I mean? Absolutely bonkers. Skills, look at that. Holy moly.
Let's go.
Fair play, mate. You lads have got some cracking skills. Pleasure to meet you. All the best. Take care. Okay. Let's spin this round. So a couple of lads here doing their tricks and skills out in the public. We might have lied and said we've got 25,000 subs. We've got fuck all at the moment, but you never know. So, my point is, what are we going to do, folks? How are we going to resolve this situation? What are we going to do? Let's walk back round. We'll see if we get any attention. It's been very quiet so far. We've got old Bill here, look. He might have a chat, I don't know. He may well do. We shall see. Let's go and have a little word. He might want to chat. Let's see, I'm sure he would have parked up and he may well stick his nose out. See it in the gimbal and what we're doing, COVID. So I'll make our way back to the car now. But as I say, this has all got to stop, isn't it, eh? It's all got to stop. He's scarpered. Nowhere to be seen. So if you guys have got any other stories, any other instances of what you would consider to be unfair policing, then I want you to send them in to me and we'll go to wherever those reports are based and we shall have a chat about it, you know. Like, look at the state of this station, it's an absolute shithole. It really fills you with inspiration, you know. So I don't look like we're going to get any attention, lads. Which is a great shame, because I'd love to put some questions to them, you know. Absolutely disgusting what's going on. And I want to reiterate, it's the treatment of innocent people. People going out, carrying out lawful activities that really fucks me off. And that's what we've got to stamp out. So that's all from Genius on this occasion. This is Sunday. We'll pop back up here during the week. But hopefully we can get a bit more action. In the meantime, any issues, any situations, anything you feel needs reporting on, let me know and we shall report on it. This is Genius for Brainwars, signing off.